From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, we'll see how staffing shortages are causing temporary closures to some summer activity staples.
Plus, another round of cost relief checks will be sent out to a specific demographic of Maine workers.
And we'll see what a local town is doing to guard against gun violence. This and more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning on this lovely Friday. That's right. We're almost here. The weekend is here. I've been waiting all week for these beautiful temperatures coming in.
Yep, we have a good weekend looking ahead.
Yeah, so be sure to stock up on some sunscreen because the temperatures are going to be back in the 80s, and I'm sure that UV will be very high. Yep. Let's get a first check of our forecast. Meteorologist Devin Biggs joins us now.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. A few scattered rain showers have been developing this morning along this area of low pressure we were talking about yesterday, moving from the south, going toward the north, though. So we'll throw the radar into motion. We've noticed this over the past few hours, though. It's been generally moving from the southeast to northwest direction according to some of the rain showers, though. But give me a little bit of a wider look. We're seeing a system that's moving toward the north, though. It's kind of a cold front here. I'll track a little bit to the east as well. But the good news is we're going to push all this out of here, and this will equal plenty of sunshine that will be coming out during the afternoon period. So if things look bad this morning, things will get better during the afternoon with plenty of sunshine and a high UV index forecast. I'll be at an 8, so a burn time of around 15 minutes. The winds will not be a big deal at all, maybe at around 5 miles per hour, and that'll be about it. So a good day to get outside once the clouds begin to break up. So a forecast for today, upper 70s. We have the morning rain showers, then decreasing clouds. That northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear, lows in the middle 50s, areas of dense fog as well. That southwest getting up to about 5 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we get hot and we get humid. Upper 80s on the way, partly cloudy, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms possible. Now west wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. In your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period, a mixture of clouds and sunshine, temperatures in the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
First up this morning, in the wake of the devastating Uvalde mass shooting, schools here in Maine will be taking a second look at their security, having more police officers patrolling the hallways for the safety of the students and staff.
Sierra Jordan has the story.
You may see them stationed outside your child's school. School resource officers, also known as SROs, have become an extra layer of safety at many schools.
I'm just not sure that arming teachers is really the appropriate response. I think school resource officers, obviously, having the training and the experience is probably the most logical response.
Ellsworth Police Chief Glenn Moser says 5 years ago, the city funded a program to provide SROs to patrol all 3 Ellsworth schools. He says the police department works closely with the school department to conduct lockdown drills during the school year. This familiarizes students and staff with an active shooter situation.
Practice makes perfect type of preachery, and just making sure that the children understand that they aren't in any danger when we do these lockdown drills, but it's important for them to learn what is going to be expected of them. God forbid we ever experience a real incident.
Ellsworth isn't the only school following this method. Bucksport Police Department started their SRO program several years ago.
Without calls for service, we normally have 2 or 3 patrol people, including the school resource officer and myself as a police chief, in that area or in a school.
Ellsworth High School Principal Daniel Clifford says they have a great working relationship with their police department.
We've had a resource officer in our school for 7 years now, and it's been a terrific experience for us.
I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
We are learning more about the victim of a fatal hit and run in Acadia National Park over the weekend. 35-year-old Nicole McKemmy was killed in the crash, which took place on the Schoodic Institute campus in Winter Harbor. McKemmy served as creative director of Rise and Shine Youth Retreat in Bowden, which offers programs for Black children and adults. She was also one of the organizers of the Black Excellence Retreat 2022 at Schoodic Institute. That event was in progress at the time of the hit and run. Police say the man sought in connection with the death had been in a relationship with McKemmy. Authorities are looking for a 2016 black BMW X3 SUV with a Maine license plate 5614WM. The vehicle is registered to 35-year-old Raymond Lester of South Portland. Anyone with information regarding the crash is asked to call state police at 973-3700.
Senator Angus King addressed the media on a number of issues, including speaking out on the January 6th hearings. The independent senator says the hearings have revealed a dark picture of how close the rioters came to, quote, severely harming our democracy with the attack on the U.S. Capitol.
I have to say that the former president's continual repeating of the idea that the election was somehow stolen, it was illegitimate, is severely harming our country.
King went on to say the fact that former President Trump's claims of election fraud have triggered mistrust of the election process is a tragedy, and went on to call the insurrection at the Capitol one of the more serious assaults on our underlying democratic system that he has seen in his lifetime.
As gas prices hit historic highs, one state legislator is calling for Governor Mills to take action. Republican Representative Laurel Libby is the latest to advocate for the suspension of Maine's gas tax. Libby is calling for a special session so Mainers won't have to wait until January for the legislature to reconvene. President Biden is calling on Congress to suspend the federal gas tax for 90 days, while encouraging states nationwide to suspend their own gas taxes as well. Libby claims the suspension of Maine's gas tax could lower the cost of fuel by up to 30 cents per gallon. She says the increase in gas prices directly influences the cost of everyday goods.
Everything that we consume, from groceries to building supplies and everything, comes on a truck. So when you see the prices of diesel skyrocketing and the price of gas skyrocketing, that affects every aspect of our daily lives.
Governor Mills released a statement saying she has no objection to a temporary suspension as long as Congress ensures that Maine's infrastructure projects, which are in part funded by gas taxes, are fully met and work is not jeopardized. The state legislature would need to approve a pause in state gas taxes.
An elderly Lincoln man who went missing on Wednesday has been located by authorities. A.J. Douglas spoke to the Lincoln police chief about how a quick response likely saved his life.
A missing man was found in these woods right here, thanks to what Lincoln police call advances in technology in a team effort.
Drones were sent up and was able to find him in a short period of time. He was laying down in a bushy area that wasn't being observed from the ground. Officers, they couldn't see him from where they were at.
The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office volunteered a search and rescue team to Transalpine Road. Additional agencies such as Forest Rangers, State Police, and K-9 units were called in to assist, given the serious nature of the missing person's medical condition.
People with dementia sometimes will get into cars and leave, and they don't know where they're going, and so we definitely don't know where they're going. I've worked cases before where they wound up several states away before they were located.
Sparks says the search tactics for missing persons depend on a number of circumstances. He explains how time is a critical factor.
This was a very quick response. From the time the son last seen him until he called the police, it was only about 15 minutes.
Sparks recommends people call their local police department immediately if they suspect a friend or loved one is missing, rather than attempting to search alone. In Lincoln, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The time is now 6:08. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear about a local food pantry that is asking for help crowdfunding in order to stay afloat.
But first, let's take another look at our forecast. A high of 78 degrees today. A little clouds this morning. We'll see some sun this afternoon. Mostly clear overnight. Temperatures dropping down to the mid-50s. And tomorrow is when we crank it up. We'll see a high of 86 degrees. Mostly sunny skies for your Saturday.
Celebrate love, celebrate joy, celebrate pride. This morning on GMA, the live morning television event with one epic surprise, a musical performance, and plenty of LOVE. It's a celebration you can't miss. This morning on Good Morning America.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jim Mark Construction Products can help you.
Ladies, a main adventure.
Melissa, do you think we have enough Carhartt for this summer?
We got plenty of Carhartt. We got lots of shorts, shirts, hats, and it's always at the best prices.
Well, let's get folded.
Oh, let's do it.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
What's the least sexy thing your wife has ever worn in the bedroom?
Granny panties, Steve.
Don't miss Family Feud. Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
Somehow, rules don't apply to you.
He brought me here,
Stop
then
talking.
I sued him.
Please stop talking.
You're yelling at me.
I'm not yelling, but I am using the gavel. I have nothing further.
Am I going to answer that or not?
There's no question.
Hot Bench. Friday at 3 on ABC 7.
Families looking to cool off this summer will not be able to dive in one of Bangor's most popular pools. Dakin Pool in Bangor will be temporarily closed due to ongoing staffing shortages. However, the Beth Penko Aquatic Center in Bangor will be open for the summer season. Bangor Parks and Recreation Director Tracy Willett says they need between 25 to 30 people to operate both pools, but Willett says they are currently only at 18 lifeguards on staff.
Well, certainly we're disappointed that we can't all open this pool on Monday like we are at Panko. We're hopeful as a staff at Parks and Rec that we'll get a surge of lifeguards come through that we'll be able to open Dakin, but certainly the folks here in the community are disappointed. We're disappointed as a staff, and hopefully we'll get some more staff to be able to open.
Willett says if they hire more lifeguards, then they will revisit the decision to open Dakin Pool. The Beth Penko Pool is scheduled to open Monday, June 27th.
The Town of Castine Select Board held a vote on whether to allow public access to a historic lighthouse property. Matthew Juronsik has the story.
The Castine Select Board rejected a recent proposal to make the Dice Head Lighthouse property into a short-term rental business. The building's lease was set to expire at the end of the month. The plan's intention was to help generate more revenue for the town by making the property available to rent. However, Castine Chairman Peter Vogel explained the decision took more into account than just revenue.
Two things we need from the lighthouse. One is a good ambassador for the town of Castine, and the other one is somebody pays the rent. And Tracy has done that ever since she's been here 9 years.
The current tenant, Tracy Lemire, explained that this is not the first time this idea has been brought up.
Every year that this comes up, every time the lease is up, there is always, what if we did this? Or what if something were different about the lighthouse?
The lighthouse was first built in 1828 on the Castile Harbor and was moved to its current location after getting destroyed in the past weather events. Looking at the future, Lemire believes that the property should stay the way it is.
It deserves to be a family that cares about it and respects it and is consistent and part of the community.
Despite the outcome, Vogel says it's evident that the best decision was made.
There's a good way to do it and not so good way, and I feel that this is the best way.
Matthew Juronsik, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The time is now 6:13. After the break, we'll hear an update about a southern Maine farmer who is growing more concerned with the impact of forever chemicals.
Plus, we'll hear from a young Portland resident that discusses their struggle to stay housed. This and more when we return.
Selling your home is a big job. You need a team to help pull it off. Real estate is no joke, and these cats ain't laughing.
You know, I think we can get you more for your home.
We just posted your house online and we're already getting great response.
Buy or sell confidently with Mark and Nancy.
Actually, it's Nancy and Mark.
Right, Nancy and Mark Rowe. Experience, personality, results. I'm sold.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
On the road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from the Whoopie Pie Festival in Dover Foxcroft, is sponsored by Vale's Custom Cakes and Bakery, 83 East Main Street, Dover Foxcroft. Check out our Whoopie Pies at the Whoopie Pie Festival. Berg Activewear. Let us design your company shirts and caps for your school, team, event, or whatever it may be. Visit bergactivewear.com. And Peace, Love, and Waffles. Try a waffle like you've never had before. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 7 to 2. Ask about private events.
Maine's commercial fishermen will see some cost relief. The Maine Department of Marine Resources will use $8.3 million in federal funding to reimburse resident commercial fishermen, dealers, processors, and aquaculturists for the cost of their 2022 licenses. They will reimburse any additional fees associated with licenses, such as trap tag fees for lobster license holders. The first round of payments will be mailed by the end of this month for license holders who purchased their license between November 15th, 2021 and March 31st, 2022.
It's one of the biggest issues facing our state. Hundreds of farms contaminated with PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. For many of those farmers, it means their crops, meat, eggs, and milk are now unsafe to eat. Brad Rogers looks at the impact to one family farm and the latest EPA advisory on how serious this is.
Since 1914, 3 generations of the Stone Ridge Dairy Farm in Arundel have been growing hay and producing milk. It all changed in 2017 when Maine's Department of Environmental Protection found harmful levels of the forever chemical perfluorooctyl sulfonate in their fields and milk, with the State Department of Agriculture deeming their milk unsafe for human consumption.
Look up the definition of being poisoned. I mean, that's basically what we are. And we have all the health problems that are related to that.
Fred Stone says his family, cows, milk, fields, and water all have unsafe levels of these forever chemicals from sewer and paper mill sludge. He used the sludge as fertilizer after Maine DEP told him in this 1986 letter that the sludge will not pollute any water and will not constitute a hazard to health or welfare.
They have access to this stuff, so if they didn't know, I suspect they should have known. If they told us the product was safe, then the product was safe. I mean, these people are the ones that run around with a rubber stamp that goes behind their name telling us that they are the smartest people in the room, and, you know, we're just the dumb farmers.
So you have 20 years of sludge on your fields?
21.
It was a bill of goods being sold by the state because we had a lot of sludge that needed to be disposed of, and we had no good way of disposing of it.
State Representative Bill Pluker is also a farmer in Warren.
You know, there's a general impression that the food from Maine might be contaminated. We're all having to talk to consumers and customers about, you know, what we've done to make sure our soil is clean.
Under a new advisory, the EPA now says even trace amounts of certain forever chemicals are unsafe in milk and other food products.
This is something we must address as a state. It affects us on every level, and farmers that really need our support are out there, and we need to step up as a state and support them. Because at the end of the day, the state is liable for the advice we were giving in the 70s and the 80s, and need to take care of them.
The time is now 6:18.
And let's get a look at our weekend forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He joins us with the latest.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. So we're keeping an eye on a few scattered rain showers that have been developing this morning, along with some cloud cover. This is an area of low pressure that's been moving in from the south, going toward the north, though. And it's been very scattered in nature. We saw it mainly across our eastern counties, and it's starting to back off this morning. So any rain we are seeing will be tapering off very quickly, and eventually the clouds will get out of here as well. As for where the rain is at right now, a lot of it is out of the country, and even in other parts of the country right now, and other parts seeing some clouds at this point. With this little flow of moisture right here, though, this is what we call an area of low pressure or a cold front right here. I've been tracking to the north, a little bit to the east as well. Again, high pressure will be setting up shop soon, so this will equal things improving for us, with decreasing clouds I'll be seeing for the afternoon, so the sunshine will be making a return soon. Again, we're not looking too bad out there. Wave heights are at around 1 to 2 feet overall, maybe a few areas close to 3 feet. So overall, we're looking pretty good out there, and the winds, not a big deal at all today. They will remain calm pretty much all day long, maybe a light breeze at best. Tomorrow will be calm as well, maybe a quick breeze up to 10 to 15 miles per hour, but most of us looking pretty good as we do move forward. Our average high is now 77 degrees. We'll be in the upper 70s today with middle to upper 80s, hot and humid out there as well for Saturday and a Sunday. Then basically back to near average by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, even into Thursday too. Our average high is 77 degrees. We'll be near average starting Monday, lasting through Thursday of next week. Feeling humid out there as well. Your muggy meter, though, will be showing dew points that'll be in the lower to middle 60s moving forward, maybe getting up into the upper 60s by Monday before a cold front moves, and then by Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be back into more comfortable territory. But if you are heading out the door today, your UV index forecast is at an 8, so a burn time of around 15 minutes, so this is very high. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade all necessary to avoid a sunburn. So futurecast for today, some good news. We'll get the clouds out of here later today, though, with a lot of sunshine during the afternoon period and mostly clear later on tonight, though. However, some fog will try to develop and maybe a few isolated showers and storms that may try to get their act together during the afternoon period as we head towards your Saturday. Upper 70s today, some morning rain showers, otherwise decreasing clouds. That northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 55 degrees, mostly clear areas of dense fog as well. That south breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, upper 80s, hot and humid, partly cloudy, a few isolated storms. West wind at about 5 miles per hour. Here's looking at your extended forecast. Small chance of storms as we head towards Saturday. Very isolated in nature. Sunday, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-80s. Upper 70s on Monday with a chance for storms. Partly cloudy on Tuesday, highs in the upper 70s.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Up and Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Caswell's Grocery Liquidation, where you shop first. Shop local. Great savings and selection. It's worth the trip. You won't be disappointed.
Your dollar goes a long, 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 long way at Caswell.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
New this morning, the Senate passing a bipartisan bill which includes new gun restrictions and billions of dollars in funding for school security and mental health. ABC's Jay O'Brien has more from Washington.
Overnight, the Senate breaking decades of partisan gridlock, passing a compromise gun safety bill.
It doesn't do everything I want, but what we are doing will save thousands of lives.
The $13 billion measure includes enhanced background checks for anyone under the age of 21 buying a gun, closes the so-called boyfriend loophole, preventing people convicted of domestic violence from owning guns, and provides federal funding for gun violence prevention programs, school security, and mental health.
The yeas are 65, the nays are 33. The motion to concur with an amendment is agreed to.
More than a dozen Senate Republicans joining Democrats in passing the bill. The legislation now headed to the House for an expected vote today, spurred by calls for action after recent mass shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde. But hours earlier in Washington, the Supreme Court delivering a stinging defeat for gun safety advocates. In a landmark 6-3 decision, the justices striking down New York's century-old gun law, which required anyone seeking a license to carry a concealed handgun show they have a special need for it. Justice Clarence Thomas saying that violates the Second Amendment. Writing for the majority, we know of no other constitutional right that an individual may exercise only after demonstrating to government officers some special need. The court's decision divided between its 6 conservatives and 3 liberals. In his dissent, Justice Stephen Breyer noting the nearly 300 mass shootings so far this year, warning the court's decision could have potentially deadly consequences. New York lawmakers swiftly denouncing the ruling.
This decision isn't just reckless, it's reprehensible. It's not what New Yorkers want.
The NRA calls this a landmark win for Second Amendment rights. This decision could impact 7 other states that have gun laws similar to New York's. Those states, including New York, are home to 80 million Americans.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, the Bangor waterfront will host a music festival this weekend.
And we'll get an update from a Down East public transportation service regarding their summer schedule. There's some more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
Do you have trouble hearing conversations? Are you constantly asking loved ones to repeat themselves? Do you miss out on discussions or talking with friends? Then you would benefit from Nano hearing aids. Don't waste thousands of dollars on expensive hearing aids or settle with the frustration of cheap amplifiers. Right now you can get 2 revolutionary Nano CIC Recharge hearing aids, regularly $794 for just $297. Or opt into our payment plan of 4 easy payments.
I love how affordable the Nano hearing aids are. Compared to some hearing aids, they're as much as $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. It has rechargeable technology that many customers say is superior to more expensive models.
Well, these Nano hearing aids are fantastic. They're affordable, they're easy to fit into the ear, and what really impressed me is I'm hearing things I haven't heard in years.
Our friendly operators are standing by to take your order.
800-820-2755.
The CIC Recharge offers superior noise reduction and a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Best of all, they are incredibly affordable. And if you call now, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free.
I love how they feel. They're very light. I don't even know they're there.
You know, I've used other hearing aids before that were bulky. These are light and easy to use, too.
Stop missing out on important conversations or wasting thousands of dollars on expensive hearing aids. Order now and you'll get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids and a portable charging case for just $297. Or opt into our easy payment plan, and your order ships free. Supplies are limited, so don't delay. Better hearing is just a phone call away.
800-820-2755. Again, that's 800-820-2755.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Friday, June 24th of 2022, the 175th day of the year, and we're ready for the first weekend of summer. Why did Mother Nature decide first weekend of summer we're just going to lay on the high 80-degree temperatures?
Maybe it's good luck.
Oh, you know what? That's a great way of looking at it. Glass half full this morning, right?
And a little Friday history. Bowdoin College in Brunswick is 228 today. Rocker McFleetwood is 75 today. And today is National Food Truck Day. And Take Your Dog to Work Day.
Oh, man. Forgot about that one.
I think we just had Take Your Pets to Work
Take
Day.
Your pets, yes. Now it's Take Your Dog to Work Day.
Okay.
Actually, speaking of National Food Truck Day, stick around in the midpoint in just a couple minutes. We have a good story about some nice events that are coming into the Bangor waterfront this weekend.
Yeah.
But let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs. He has no look at that beautiful forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. A few scattered rain showers have been developing this morning along this area of low pressure we were talking about yesterday, moving from the south, going toward the north, though. So we'll throw the radar into motion. We've noticed this over the past few hours, though. It's been generally moving from the southeast to northwest direction, according to some of the rain showers, though. But giving you a little bit of a wider look, we're seeing a system that's moving toward the north, though it's kind of a cold front here. That'll track a little bit to the east as well. But the good news is we're going to push all this out of here, and this will equal plenty of sunshine that will be coming out during the afternoon period. So if things look bad this morning, things will get better during the afternoon with plenty of sunshine and a high UV index forecast. That'll be at an 8, so a burn time of around 15 minutes. The winds will not be a big deal at all, maybe at around 5 miles per hour, and that'll be about it. So a good day to get outside once the clouds begin to break up. So a forecast for today, upper 70s. We have the morning rain showers, then decreasing clouds. That northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear, lows in the middle 50s, areas of dense fog as well. That south breeze getting up to about 5 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we get hot and we get humid. Upper 80s on the way, partly cloudy, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms possible. Now west wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. In your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period, a mixture of clouds and sunshine, temperatures in the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you.
Back to your local news. The Island Explorer bus service is back up and running for the season. The bus service offers routes all over Mount Desert Island. The goal is to alleviate traffic on the island and headaches for visitors.
Get into downtown Bar Harbor without having to pay for parking, without having to find a parking space. Just get dropped off at the Village Green, and then they can just take a walk around town and enjoy themselves without having to worry about where their car is and how much time they might have left on the meter.
The buses are free to ride and run every day of the week. There are 12 bus routes that travel around the island. For schedule times and other details, you can visit our website at foxbangor.com. And a food pantry that has helped so many people in its area is now asking for help of its own.
Dylan Holloway has the story.
The Burlington Food Pantry is doing its part to help those in need, and lately, the number of people in need has grown exponentially. The pantry, which has served at its current location for about a year, recently began an expansion project in order to help more hungry Mainers. Burlington Food Pantry Director Maureen Bean says the pantry originally served less than 20 families in total.
On the 17th, we had 149 families roll through here, plus we support an after-school program of 30 families and a church group of about 15 more. So that's a lot of food for a lot of people who come to us for help, and so we need more space.
Bean says food pantry volunteers started constructing a second building next to the original building in order to create more space for more food. She says although the pantry has received a lot of generous support thus far, the project still requires an additional $25,000 to be completed.
We can't do it without you. We can't do it without help. All of our staff is volunteers. None of us are paid. We give our time willingly. We're glad for what we do. But our food is beginning to cost more. Transportation, gas. I source food 4 times a week.
Bean says the pantry currently serves around 20 towns. She says there are no income requirements or verifications, and no one is ever turned away.
That's been our mission statement. If you think we can help you, please come.
Bean says running the food pantry has made her realize just how many people out there need help during this difficult time. And she has a special call to action for anyone who wishes to make a difference in their community.
What I'd like to encourage is other towns, other people from other towns can do just what we're doing and start a food pantry so that those people don't have to drive quite so far. It can be done. It's a lot of hard work, but it's meaningful, make a difference, hard work.
For information on how to donate to the Burlington Food Pantry, volunteer, or receive service, go to Burlington Food Pantry on Facebook. Reporting from Burlington, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC7 and Fox 22.
And the Bangor waterfront will be a pretty busy spot this weekend because the food trucks are taking over. Starting tomorrow at 11 a.m., vendors from all over Maine will be dishing up some amazing street food. Everything from barbecue to sushi will be lined up, ready to take your order. Tickets range from $10 to $20. It's a rain or shine event. The first session goes from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and the night session will be from 4 to 8. The event organizers are asking to leave the pets at home, except if your animal is a licensed service animal.
You are allowed a small lawn chair, blankets, and strollers with the smaller children. Some of the food trucks that will be at the water include Swamp Yankee Barbecue, Pinky D's Poutine Factory, Melt Food Truck, Mr. Tuna Sushi, Wanderlust Coffee, the Little Red Snack Shack, and Mainly Pastures. There will also be live music for both events. Tickets can be found online.
The one that really got me, I've already bought my tickets. I'll be out there, but the poutine.
Yeah.
Oh, that one looks really good.
I love poutine.
And food trucks. I mean, they're always good food. I mean, maybe not good for you, but like good food, you know?
Oh, whatever.
And at that point, it's like, you know, there's no diet restriction.
Right, and it's a perfect spot. Bangor Waterfront has space for that. It's perfect. I'm
It
excited.
will be hot, though. Make sure the sunscreen,
Yes.
the water. Try to hydrate today, because we
Right.
all know that there's probably going to be a little salt
in
intake
preparation
tomorrow.
to eat it. Yes, good call. And still to come here this morning, with summer just beginning, Legion Baseball is set to take the field. Tyler Cruz joins us for sports.
But first, here's a quick look at that forecast. A high of 78 degrees today, a little cloud coverage this morning. We'll see the sunshine come into play this afternoon, and tonight mostly clear skies. A nice Friday night with a low of 55 degrees, and tomorrow we are back up in the mid-80s, mostly sunny skies for your Saturday.
I grew up in Eastport. My dad actually worked for Bangor Hydro, so that was always my goal. I've been here for 36 years. We're all that same company, from Washington County to Bangor, Lincoln, Prescott. We're all the same people. We're all from here. This area is like one big community. When we help people, that's our biggest reward, getting the power back on. We've done that for years, and we'll continue to do that.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
On the road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from the Whoopie Pie Festival in Dover-Foxcroft, is sponsored by McCusick Petroleum is a full-service oil and LP gas dealer. They offer service agreements and budget plans. Call 564-3406. Dave's World, Maine's leader in heat pumps. Ductless heat pumps are cost-efficient to heat and cool your home. Dave's World, awesome. And Center Theater, come for the Whoopie Pie, stay for the music. Maze of Me Gypsy Jazz Band Extraordinaire at the Center Theater, 7 p.m., June 25th.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Good morning. Welcome back in. Thanks for staying with us. A big day in sports on Thursday as it marked the 50th anniversary of Title IX becoming law, the legislation that opened the door for women in sports. Before Title IX, in sports was low, to say the least, at least youth sports, and a lot of the times they were forced to either watch from the sidelines or be a cheerleader for the men's teams. Now, talking to Maine women's basketball head coach Amy Vachon, she says not only is today a day for celebration, but a day of reflection on those stories from before Title IX and how far women have come.
It's, I think, just a nice day to reflect on that and thank those women. And at the same time, understand that we still have a long way to go. But we have made strides, and that's in 50 years. I mean, 50 years isn't that long.
Now, for the numbers, according to the National Center for Education Statistics, the participation rate for girls in high school sports has increased by over 1,000% since 1972 when Title IX was signed into law, which really has a positive impact not only on the sports world, but everywhere we look.
Not just females, males, anyone who plays sports, you learn all of these lessons. And so that can help you be successful in the real world, in the corporate world, in whatever world you go when you grow up. And so now girls can be a part of that too.
Certainly a life-changing legislation for a ton of people, and we're continuing to see how Title IX is impacting our society today. All right, moving on. It's officially summer, which means it is time for some Legion baseball, and for the past 3 seasons, Cork Motor City has been the gold standard of winning. Dave Peck has more.
3 years, 3 straight Legion titles. And this summer, Cork Motor City sees no reason it can't be 4.
It's a new team, but it's the same thing. Same thing. We expect to win. We know how to win.
if they don't know how to win yet, they'll figure it out by the time that we get to playoffs.
Mo City brings back just 5 returning players, but head coach Ryan Lincoln says that sort of turnover is what keeps the legacy alive.
The tradition is that these kids see what the program, has, not only from, winning state championships, but the pedigree of the level that we get them to.
He's definitely an experienced coach. He knows what he's doing. He wants to make us better baseball players.
Whether you're a rising sophomore in college or a high school senior, it doesn't really matter, because the key to continued success is buying into the bigger picture.
I got guys that, typically might be their starting shortstop on high school, but they're playing outfield for me. But that comes down to the fact that they're willing to accept their role.
Sometimes that role is a position change. Other times it's more situational, like having your cleanup hitter lay down a sac bunt.
This is definitely a winning culture. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Everybody knows what to do. Everybody is very successful at what they do on all different levels. There's kids from Class B, C, D schools.
It's a melting pot of talent, no doubt.
A lot of our team this year doesn't even know each other, but even in the last game, we're walking around, introducing ourselves, getting to know each other well. I already feel comfortable in the dugout, and I think a lot of us do as well.
And it's that ability to mesh that has consistently transformed Motor City from a bunch of individuals to a Legion dynasty.
It really is about that, and you get to know all these kids, and they're all great players, and they encourage you, and you watch them, they do really well in a game, you're like, well, that's what I want to be like now, so... And we really just encourage each other.
Reporting from Bangor, Dave Peck, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Dave. Summer and baseball really go together like peanut butter and jelly. Moving on to another summer sport, the Corn Ferry Tour. It's back in Maine. Thursday was a gorgeous day for round 1 of the 2nd annual Live and Work in Maine Open. It's getting underway at Falmouth Country Club. Maine amateurs Cole Anderson, Caleb Manuel are ready to go. Cole on number 6 has a short putt for birdie, and he makes it to go 2 under par. Number 7, Anderson knocks down another birdie putt to move to 3 under par. And then check out this amazing approach on number 9. Really unbelievable the bounce he gets here, right close to the pin, and that will give him another birdie, and he would actually finish up the day at 4 under, just 3 strokes off the lead. There he is knocking that birdie putt in. Meanwhile, we're going to go to Caleb Manuel now, and on the 6th hole, here he is a little bit off the green, and he's going to chip it in for birdie. I mean, what a terrific shot. A little flop shot there. I've been trying to work on my wedges a little bit. I wish I could do that. The Maine duo putting on a show. Caleb on 8 now. He's going to have a nice little chip shot here off the green. Again, just a wizard from around the greens today. That will put him in great position for another birdie putt. And then later on in the round, another great round for the former Mount Ararat star. He is going to knock in another birdie, and we will go take a look at our leaderboard. In first after 18 is Patrick Cover at 7 under. John Vanderlaan and Quade Cummins are tied in second, 1 back of the lead. And then 1 back of them is David Kosher and Jacob Bergeron, and a bunch of people are tied for 6. One of them is Camden's Cole Anderson. He is 4 back after day 1. And then the other Mainer is in the mix, Caleb Manuel, the Mount Ararat grad. Like we said, he ended his day 1 under par coming off of his U.S. Open appearance. He is tied for 30th.
I said it in the beginning of the week, like you couldn't write up a better scenario for me to play my first professional event. I'm at home. It's comfortable here. I've played the golf course. I've got a bunch of people around that, I know, and, it feels good. It's been a while since I've played in Maine, so, that was cool to, I heard a couple people shout 207 from after shots today, and, that got me pretty excited. It's just cool.
It's awesome how Mainers just rally around each other. But alrighty, that is all we have for sports. We'll be right back.
Did you know that motorcyclists are 27 times more likely to die in a motor vehicle crash than passenger vehicle occupants? Motorcycles can be hard to see. We need to look twice to save a life. Let's watch for motorcycles and share the road. Please remember to leave extra room when following motorcycles, and to check in your rearview mirrors and blind spots, and to be extra careful when making left-hand turns. Remember, your actions can save lives. The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety reminds you to look twice to save a life.
At CF Moto, we make motorcycles for everyone. The pack leader, the adrenaline junkie, the adventure seeker, the soul searcher, the go-getter, and the head turner. We believe anyone can ride. Join us and experience more together.
at Coveside Wheel and Ski in Newport.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Well, welcome back. I'm Joe Cortez with your Friday Business News. Here's Leo Jonathan.
Jobless applications dropped by 2,000 from last week. About 1.3 million Americans are currently collecting unemployment. That's up by 5,000 from the previous week. Wall Street is anticipating gains for the week. Stocks ended higher Thursday after a midday slump. The S&P 500 rose 1%. The Dow Jones up 0.6%. NASDAQ up 1.6%. Fed Chair Jerome Powell, testifying on Capitol Hill yesterday, acknowledged curbing inflation will trigger recession, which some experts say is already here. Mortgage rates rose again this week, a 30-year loan up to 5.8%. The average 15-year rate rose to 4.9%, this after last week's rate jump, the largest in 35 years. And commercials are coming to Netflix. CEO Ted Sarandos confirms the streaming company is looking at an ad-supported version of its platform. The Wall Street Journal says potential partners include Comcast, NBC Universal, and Google. Sarandos says he wants the Netflix ad experience to be more integrated and less interruptive than traditional TV advertising. I'm Leo Jonathan with Friday's Business on ABC 7.
Rising rent in Portland is making it hard for some to stay and for others to move to the city. Megan Wilgus spoke to just one of the many who are finding rentals out of reach.
20-year-old college student Lucas Rothermel has been looking for an apartment in Portland since February.
I was just like, okay, maybe if I go towards the city, it'll be slightly better because there's more things going on, and that was where I was sorely mistaken.
He and his roommate are looking to split a max rent of $1,800 a month, but says most of what he's found in the past 5 months are at least $2,000.
It's either unavailable or very unavailable because of the prices, and I'm a little bit flustered as to how I'm to overcome this right now.
Did you expect to encounter these issues?
Honestly, I did. I didn't expect them to be this bad.
Lucas currently lives with his parents in Pennsylvania, 10 hours away from Portland. Although grateful to have a roof over his head, he said it takes away the chance of him getting accepted into affordable housing.
I fall under their tax bracket, so I don't really apply for that sort of thing, even though at the same time it's my parents' money and not my money.
On top of the price point challenge, Lucas says there are ghost listings and scammers looking to take advantage.
It's trying to get me send them $50 for an application fee or whatever, or as a background check thing. I was like, okay, but can I see a picture of the place / see an application first? And he was like, no, I need this first. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable with that.
What happens if you can't find a place here?
I'm kind of just in limbo at my parents' house, thankfully, but I'm not certain how long that's going to be. So there's always a small chance of me becoming homeless.
And before we bring in meteorologist Devin Biggs, let's take a quick look outside. It should be a little sunny by now. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Finally get a chance to see some sunshine around this time because I felt like for the longest time we could never bring the sky cam up because it was too dark in the morning.
I know. It's officially summer.
It is officially summer, but without further ado, we'll bring in meteorologist Devin Biggs. He has a look at our full weather forecast.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. So we're keeping on a few scattered rain showers that have been developing this morning, along with some cloud cover. This is an area of low pressure that's been moving in from the south, going toward the north, though. And it's been very scattered in nature. We saw it mainly across our eastern counties, and it's starting to back off this morning. So any rain we are seeing will be tapering off very quickly, and eventually the clouds will get out of here as well. As for where the rain is at right now, a lot of it is out of the country, and even in other parts of the country right now, and other parts seeing some clouds at this point. With this little flow of moisture right here, though, this is what we call an area of low pressure or a cold front right here. I've been tracking to the north, a little bit to the east as well. Again, high pressure will be setting up shop soon, so this will equal things improving for us with decreasing clouds I'll be seeing for the afternoon, so the sunshine will be making a return soon. Again, we're not looking too bad out there. Wave heights are at around 1 to 2 feet overall, maybe a few areas close to 3 feet. So overall, we're looking pretty good out there, and the winds, not a big deal at all today. They'll remain calm pretty much all day long, maybe a light breeze at best. Tomorrow will be calm as well, maybe a quick breeze up to 10 to 15 miles per hour, but most of us looking pretty good as we do move forward. Our average high is now 77 degrees. We'll be in the upper 70s today with middle to upper 80s, hot and humid out there as well for Saturday and a Sunday. Then basically back to near average by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Even into Thursday, too, our average high is 77 degrees. We'll be near average starting Monday, lasting through Thursday of next week. Feeling humid out there as well. Your muggy meter, though, will be showing dew points that'll be in the lower to middle 60s moving forward, maybe getting up into the upper 60s by Monday before a cold front moves, and then by Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be back into more comfortable territory. But if you are heading out the door today, your UV index forecast is at an 8, so a burn time of around 15 minutes, so this is very high. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade all necessary to avoid a sunburn. So futurecast for today, some good news. We'll get the clouds out of here later today, though, with a lot of sunshine during the afternoon period and mostly clear later on tonight, though. However, some fog will try to develop and maybe a few isolated showers and storms that may try to get their act together during the afternoon period as we head towards Saturday. Upper 70s today, some morning rain showers, otherwise decreasing clouds. That northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 55 degrees, mostly clear areas of dense fog as well. That south breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, upper 80s, hot and humid, partly cloudy, a few isolated storms. West wind at about 5 miles per hour. Here's a look at your extended forecast. Small chance of storms as we head towards Saturday, very isolated in nature. Sunday, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-80s. Upper 70s on Monday with a chance for storms. Partly cloudy on Tuesday, highs in the upper 70s.
Protect your boat with a Shoremaster boat lift from Hammond Lumber Company. With premium lift options and flexible configurations, there's a Shoremaster that's right for you. And their exclusive Whisper winch offers quiet operation. Shoremaster lifts are easy to install, but if you need it, Hammond can arrange professional installation. And delivery is available from any of Hammond's 21 locations statewide. Get back on the water quickly and easily and enjoy summer made simple with a Shoremaster boat lift from Hammond Lumber Company.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
On the road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from the Whoopie Pie Festival in Dover-Foxcroft, is sponsored by Vale's Custom Cakes and Bakery, 83 East Main Street, Dover-Foxcroft. Check out our Whoopie Pies at the Whoopie Pie Festival. Berg Activewear. Let us design your company shirts and caps for your school, team, event, or whatever it may be. Visit bergactivewear.com. And Peace, Love, and Waffles. Try a waffle like you've never had before. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 7 to 2. Ask about private events.
Ladies, a main adventure.
If you like to picnic like Adam likes to picnic, then Rennie's has everything you need. We've got condiments, we got marshmallows, paper products. Hey.
Oh, of course. Thank you for shopping Rennie.
He loves picnics.
Welcome to Celebrity Family Feud. Your wife is a lady in the street, and what animal in the sheets?
A cougar.
Lord have mercy.
Celebrity Family Feud, Sunday, July 10th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
With all the grilling, barbecuing, and church suppers still to come, if you don't want your side dishes to fall into the, oh, not that again category, then we have just what you're looking for. It's an old-fashioned German potato salad that's always welcome. We start by boiling about 4 pounds of thinly sliced potatoes. Once they're tender, we drain them. And while they cool, we finish cooking some bacon until it's crispy. Then we take it out of the pan and add a bit of vegetable oil and a chopped onion to the drippings. When the onion is tender, we stir in some vinegar, water, sugar, and a bit of salt. Now the potatoes go in along with half of the crumbled bacon and some chopped parsley. And after it warms through, we top it with the rest of the bacon and it's ready to serve. And do we ever have options? We can serve it hot right from the skillet, at room temperature, or even chilled. And with the smokiness of the bacon, the zing of the vinegar, and the tang from the onion, what's not to love? And like always, to get the recipe for our German potato salad, all you have to do is go online now. This way you'll be ready when you want something different that's really tasty. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an old world way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Tasty.
I feel like any combination of bacon and potatoes is a win.
Always. And I'm glad I started that because my buddy Kyle Mullins, I'm going to stop by his house Sunday after our baseball games, and it just reminded me I have to buy a potato salad. So good thing. Thank you, Howard, for that. Because, I probably will forget, but I do need to set a reminder for that one.
Yes. Potato salad, 8 a.m.
Potato salad, 8 a.m. Got to have it.
A major move by the FDA to combat vaping among young people. The FDA has ordered Juul Labs to stop selling its vape devices and cartridges. The move comes nearly 2 years after Juul applied for approval to keep selling e-cigarettes in the country.
Juul has been a market leader among e-cigarettes and vaping companies and has been blamed for vaping popularity with kids and teenagers. The company had limited its marketing and stopped selling fruity flavors in 2019. Juul says it respectfully disagrees with the FDA's findings and decision and has addressed all issues raised by the agency.
According to a recent survey conducted by TopCashback.com, more than 1/3 of Americans have played hooky in the summer months because of nice weather. And the entirety of the poll population sets aside money throughout the year for summer activities, whether that be less than $100 or more than $1,000.
Now, the favorite activities being amusement parks, pool memberships, concert tickets, and summer camps. The survey concluded by saying that out of all the seasons, nearly half of Americans say their spending increases the most during the summer. Now, that's pretty interesting because I can count at least on one hand, maybe two, how many times you've played hooky in a lifetime. Maybe even like school. I remember in like high school, we'd play hooky on like a Friday and go down to the Cape.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best time to do it if you're going to do it at all.
But it's not good, kids. Not good. You got to stay in school.
We're not
condoning playing hooky. But I mean, sometimes you get a chance to play hooky and get out there and get to enjoy yourself. This is why we get time off.
Right.
We all need our mental time off away from work to enjoy life a little bit and forget about all the stress that work comes along with.
I would have liked to see in the next survey they do, I wonder how many people saved their PTO for the summer.
Oh, that's actually a really good one. Yeah. How much gets used in the summer compared to the winter months and activities and stuff? Because some people may save it for the winter to ski a little bit.
Or if they're going to a tropical place. I'd like to see that.
Would love to be in the Bahamas like right now. Actually, maybe not right now. Maybe in like 3 months.
February.
February is a great time. I was in Florida in February. It was fantastic.
That's a good time to go.
Good time to go. Before we go, though, we're going to take a quick look at our overnight forecast. The temperatures are going to be pretty nice today. We're going to be back up with a high of 78 degrees, that is. Little cloud coverage this morning, but you'll see that sunshine this afternoon move in, and the clouds will be out for most of the weekend. It'll be clear tonight with a low of 55, and tomorrow mostly sunny with a high of 86. So be sure to prepare for this hot scorcher of a weekend we have coming up, but it should be a good one.
Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is coming up next on Fox 22. Have a great day and enjoy the weekend.
Find meaningful work in direct care, no matter where you are in life.
The difference that you make in somebody else's life is absolutely incredible.
Visit caringforme.org to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
ABC 7, Fox 22, C&K Variety, and Prouty Auto Body want to send you to see Keith Urban live in concert on his The Speed of Now World Tour with special guest Ingrid Andress, Saturday, July 23rd at the Maine Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at C&K Variety in Herman and Prouty Auto Body in Dover Foxcroft. Win tickets to see Keith Urban July 23rd on the Bangor waterfront.
Maine is full of hidden gems, places off the beaten path, often inaccessible to many. Our offices, however, are accessible to all. We're the law offices of Joe Bornstein, and often it's easier if we come to you. From hospital rooms to living rooms, we've met over 25